Check it out. It's New Kingston.
So thank you for your time, for talking to us for Reggae.Si and RiddimOperator radio show. We already did a short presentation of the group in our webpage, but in short, can you just introduce the group? Who is New Kingston?
Well, we are a family band. It's me. I'm Courtney Jr., the drummer. I have my pops right here, Father P. He started the band, Courtney Panton Sr. from Kingston, Jamaica. Go and talk, man.
Yes, sir. Bless up yourself, man. Bless up yourself.
Greetings.
Yes, sir. What's up, man? Everything good?
Everything all right here, snowing. And you?
It's just snowing?
Yeah, here it's snowing.
Yeah, well, we're in Seattle now. It's cold, but it's not snowing. It's not a bad day.
All right.
Yeah, so I can't complain right now.
Good. So maybe how did you came up with the name New Kingston? That may be from your father who had a Kingston crew, or
yeah. Well, I'm the father. So this is a Sina. This is Courtney Sina.
All right.
I am from well, I'm from Kingston, Jamaica. You know, I migrated to the States, and we had a band before, which was called the Kingston Crew. You know, and so when these boys picked it up and started to play music, they really became the New Kingston band, you know.
All right, yeah. So the name came from there.
Right.
You yourself have a quite a career. You performed with Yellowman, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I've toured Europe with Yellowman.
Nice. How was it? I mean,
it was good, you know. Back in those days, when I did it, it was like in the late 80s, 90s, you know. It was good. It's a good experience, you know.
So when did all of you decide to form your own group?
This was 2001 or something. Somewhere it just kind of just came out of bloom, you know, like somewhere around that time it started, you know.
Mm-hmm. So you released your first album entitled "In the Streets."
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was around 2010.
Yeah, 2010. That was when we put out our first album, "In the Streets." You know.
How was the whole experience of recording it?
It was good. We actually had a project before that, like our very first project ever called "Mankind" that we dropped in 2006, but it wasn't really released to the world, you know, because we were just learning ourselves, learning how to put out music and everything, because we're an independent group, you know, so we had to learn everything ourselves. So by 2010, when we put that out, you know, the features that we had on it, you know, big up Cali Buds, big up Mr. Vegas, big up Lexus, you know, they really helped us, you know, put together this album, you know, and with the help and strength from our pops, you know, him being a veteran in the music business a long time, you know, he really helped us. You know, he trained us as his youth, you know, because the band is comprised of me on drums, my younger brother Tahir on keys, and then my older brother Steven on guitar, and Father P, our pops, he plays bass guitar. That's New Kingston, you know.
All right. So it's safe to say your father was the biggest motivator of all of you.
Exactly. You know what I mean? He really gave us what he knows, which is music, you know what I mean? And we just went with that, you know, and we're blessed to be doing music how we're doing it now, you know. It's about growth, you know what I mean? We're all growing as human beings, and it shows through our music when you listen to it. That's why I love the New Kingston sound. I love the family vibe behind it, you know. It's a good thing when it's on the road and people get connected to us that way when they understand that we're family, you know.
So your second album, Kingston University, that was the album that made you a deal with Easy Star Records?
Yes. After we put out that album, you know, we did like crazy touring and just all over. You know, we supported Cali Buds for a long time. So like after that album, we got a lot of traction because we were building fans grassroots style. Like we were just touring, and people just were seeing us, and then they'd check out the music after they saw us play, you know. So we were building fans that way, and then people really started hearing about us, hearing about our music just through touring, you know.
Yeah. So who basically do you all write lyrics and write music, or do you have everybody has a special place in the group?
Well, that's the thing. Everybody has their special place, because sometimes we get the wickedest ideas from our pops, you know. But the vocalist in the group is me on drums, Steve, my brother, on guitar, and Tyre on vocals. So we all input what we want to say based on the idea of the song. So sometimes it's like we'll come and we'll start reasoning about this idea, and then boom, a song comes up, you know. 'Cause our song is really about our experiences, you know.
Mm-hmm. You are touring currently in the US.
Yes.
How is the tour so far? Well, how do you see it?
The tour is beautiful, man. It's really amazing to know that, like, the band started in Brooklyn, New York. You know, it originally started Kingston, Jamaica, for my pops, you know, but we got together. You know, he put us together in Brooklyn, New York City, and we used to play backyard shows in Brooklyn, New York, you know, clubs in New York City. And then to know that we're all the way here on the West Coast doing our music and having the people come out and sing the music and get a different vibration when we perform, it's really a blessed feeling, you know. Just grateful to be doing this music thing, you know.
Nice, yeah. Maybe I was asking you about the tour because this summer you are coming to the Europe.
Yes,
Europe summer tour.
It's gonna be a vibe. Like, I cannot wait.
Yeah, you also coming to Overjam Festival in Slovenia.
Yes,
did you maybe hear anything already about us, the festival vibes or anything?
Yes, definitely. We do our homework, just as I see that the Europeans, like, they really take the reggae culture thing serious. They do their homework. So for us, it's like we know how the vibes are over there, and we can't wait to be there to spread our vibes to the people, you know?
Yeah. So maybe to your last album, the Kingston story, Come From Far.
Yes.
How it was accepted? Yeah. How do you see it? Is it accepted by the reggae people?
You know, the people are loving it right now because it's really a difference. You know, like I said, the group was formed in New York, so we have a different touch to our music with the solid foundation that our backbone is our father. You know what I'm saying? So with that music, the people, the way they listen to it and understand our culture, our vibe, the way that we play the music is a way that the people love.
So being in a family group, is your father still your father or just a member of the group?
He's always gonna be our father, you know, music or no music, you know. It's just, honestly, lately I've just been feeling really proud that I'm out here with my family doing music, you know. It's like every day people come up to me after the show and say, you know, your father, you should just see his smile, you know, but I'm on drums, so I'm behind him. Sometimes I do see the smile, you know, but I know as a father, you know, that must be a real proud feeling, you know. He's here sitting right next to me, and it's like me realizing that every day. It's like we really had a great role model, you know.
Yeah. You were just. I was just about to ask your father how is it for him to see his own sons perform with him on the stage. And
yeah, it's a blessing, you know. It's a blessing to, you know, to actually see and to tell you, I can see them enjoying themselves, you know, and they're happy, and that's a good feeling for me to see them enjoying what they're doing, you know, just to experience them every night playing and loving what they're doing and passionate about it and it's working out, you know. So it's a blessing for me.
Yeah, and you can see them evolve in music also, right?
Yes.
Nice.
I think that's the best feeling for him because me being real and his son, you know, being nice to your kid is one thing, but being true to your kid is another thing, you know? And I know with this latest album that we put out, like his happiness about this project is really special to us because it's like, all right, you know what music sounds like. You know, you've been here twice my years, you know, and you've been listening to foundation music before effects, music before anything. It's just raw talent, you know.
Like I said, you will be performing all around Europe and also in Slovenia. Maybe yes. What can we expect from you?
You could just expect the family loving, positive vibes.
We will be hearing all of your music, or just the latest album, or? Yes.
We're gonna be performing music from various of the albums and the projects, you know. So we have a nice thing going right now, musical arrangements and dynamics. You know, you're gonna love it, definitely. Cause we keep evolving and keep getting better at what we're doing, you know.
Yeah, true, of course. Maybe you can talk about the differences you see between U.S. reggae scene and Europe reggae scene.
The difference between the European and American scene. Well, the American scene, honestly, it's different right now, you know, because you have so many people doing reggae music in America now. And just like you have the local reggae music communities are what's growing in every area. You know, in Europe, I realize a lot of the local European acts are doing very well, you know, and that's a good thing that I promote because even us coming from Brooklyn, New York, and we're coming up from the local standpoint of Brooklyn and we're moving around, going to Europe to perform, it's good that we're all spreading reggae music, period, you know, because if we spread the reggae must rise.
True, yeah. Maybe, yeah, you are from Brooklyn, like a lot of good musicians from US is from there also.
Definitely.
What kind of did you listen to anything else other than reggae? I mean, what was your?
Yeah, most definitely. We all have different inspirations, you know. Even from my pops, when we started playing, we played various genres of music first. You know, he made sure we learned music. Like me, the drummer, I listened to a lot of funk, R&B funk, like Luther Vandross, Shaka Khan, straight down to like now people like Anderson .Paak, just more musician-based artists. And that's my personal taste, you know?
Yeah. So maybe, what do you feel was the group's biggest accomplishment so far?
It's really hard to say. Like, honestly, accomplishments are I can't really see that far to know what I'm really aiming for, but a lot of the things that happened thus far are all accomplishments, you know. Just being on the stage with my father is an accomplishment for me because, you know, we have people that come up to us and say they don't even know how we could all be together after this time, you know, because I understand a lot of people's family dynamics are different. But for my father to show us a way for us to stick together is an accomplishment for me, to know that I'm here right now with the family strong right now, you know?
Yeah, for sure, yeah. It's a tough question, but I mean tough. But where do you maybe see the group in like 5 to 10 years?
Well, we're hoping that we can make a mark as big as those other bands like Steel Pulse and Third World, and, you know, we'd like to be able to take our music to the point where we get, you know, a good recognition, you know, where people get to know us on a big scale. That's our ambition right now. Is we have a message, we have a positive message, and we'd like to share it to the world. So I'm seeing that in another couple of years from now, maybe we can reach a large audience that we can share what we are saying in our music, you know?
Yeah, well, no doubt you are already doing that because you're talking to Slovenia, so we know your music here.
Thank you. Wow. I appreciate that, man. It's very important, you know, because music is healing, you know. And when you provide something that can heal the people, it's a different vibe, you know. And some people need that. Most people need that.
True. Maybe a fundamental message of the group. What would you say in a few words? What is your message to the world?
A good message to the world: stay true to yourself. You know, a dream is something you really have to wake up and realize what you want to conquer for yourself. If this is really what you want to do, go out and get it. You know, that's really a major message right there, because at the end of the day, the youth, them is the future, and we need to make sure they're getting more conscious, knowing their self, you know, knowing where they come from, and trying to also understand what you want to be from early, you know, because that's very important with New Kingston. It's like our father, he gave us music early, which is great, because, you know, the youth, them, they're going to be up represent us, you know, and you want them to represent us the right way, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So the last album was in 2017. Working on anything new already?
Right now we were in a studio just chilling the other day, and we just started recording, and so we came up with a track, you know, and I'm actually editing the drums right now as we are speaking, doing this interview. So it's a non-stop job for us, you know. I'm just tweaking, relay the bass sound, relay the guitars and all the percussions and stuff. So I'm just kind of tweaking the track as we speak now, getting ready to send it to everybody, so everybody can start looking about putting some, you know, ideas for writing.
All right, then we shouldn't take so much of your time, so we can hear it as soon as possible.
Right? It's all good. We love talking to you too. We have to talk to everybody too, you know. So we have to take the time out to make sure we speak to people too.
Definitely, you know. But the strongest last message: just aim high, you know. And anything you do, just aim high.
Well, I guess the last thing for me to say is we're gonna see each other, I hope, at Overjam Festival.
Definitely, got a link.
Can wait for your performance.
Yes.
I mean, go back making some more awesome music, and we see you in Slovenia.
Definitely. See you soon, man. Bless up.
Bless. Thank you.
Watch it enough. This is New Kingston. Lock it in to Reggae.Si.